Hi Pete.
Hi everyone.
So welcome to How to Channel number 5. Oh, the lights have gone off. How are we? Have you had a nice bank holiday weekend? Let us know below what you've been up to in the comments. Have you managed to get yourself out in nature? Because we have a little bit. So if you'll scroll down, you'll see that I was connecting with a beautiful tree the other day, which had a face. So I was looking in, I was like walking around in the forest, feeling into all of nature and like really connecting with the trees and hugging the trees and everything. And then I looked up and there's this tree with an actual face, and that is the magic.
Smiling.
Of gratitude and feeling connected. Okay, so if you've not watched our previous video on YouTube, please go ahead and watch that after this. It's called Mastering Clairvoyance or something to that effect. Let us know in the comments below if you are watching and if you have any questions about channeling. So today we're going to be talking about how to channel, and we're going to be talking about working with your clairaudient senses. So Mum, just introduce yourself, say who you are and what you do, please.
So hi, I am Mum.
Hi Mum.
I am Clare.losty angel medium. So yes, I am a medium. I'm also an angelic Reiki healer. So I do sittings, tarot readings if you want that as well, and angelic Reiki healings. But Amy and I are also master angelic Reiki. So we do activations and workshops as well, don't we? So on the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of June, we are holding an activation for the level 3 and 4.
The attunements, you mean?
For the attunements,
yeah.
So these will be on, in June. So this is for the higher level, the higher masters level. So we've still got one place left if anyone's interested.
Yeah.
But we're also doing 1st and 2nd degree attunements in July. So if you would like to learn angelic Reiki and all about the angels, it's not just about angelic Reiki, we talk about the angels, and you learn a lot just from being there. So yeah, so what else are we doing? On the 9th of June we are in Prestwich at an event.
It's not Prestwich, it's Radcliffe, which is kind of near, and it's at Dobby's, I think. I don't know what it is, I think it's maybe a health centre or something like that. We are back out and about, doing mind, body, spirit fairs. So we've each got a stall there. So I've got a healing stall doing mini quantum healing journeys with light language in a copper pyramid. And what are you doing, angelic Reiki at that one?
I'm doing angelic Reiki. Sometimes I do mediumship, but this time I just felt drawn to do an angelic Reiki, which would be very nice if anyone needs to have a healing session. I don't think we're doing a talk, are we, Amy?
Not that I know of yet.
No. We do like to share our thoughts and our, not expertise because that's the wrong, insights and messages from the angels.
Yeah, so hopefully if you are there, if you want to message us as well, then do let us know that you're going to be there. Come down and say hi, have a healing if you feel called. It will be a wonderful day.
I think it's a Sunday, I'm sure it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And also this week I have an offer on BQH sessions that is finishing on Friday. If you do want to know more about that, they are quantum hypnosis regressions, so we can go to past lives, multi-dimensional lives, lives between lives, and you also get 5 questions about anything that you may be struggling with, so relationships, manifestation, work, business, money, health issues, and we will talk to your higher self and your light council, your spiritual team, and receive guidance for whatever it is that you need to know right now.
5 questions covers a lot, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it usually, I mean, I say 5 questions, but to be honest, like, I don't like to rush these sessions. They usually around about 3 to 3.5 hours, and they are really in depth. You only need one every so often. I would say it's not like something where you have to keep coming back and coming back. But yeah, that finishes on Friday, that offer. So if you do want in on that, obviously just send me a message. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about activating your clairaudience, which is your clear hearing ability. So Mum, if you want to start talking about that.
Okay, so as Amy says, so we're talking about channeling and how we can enhance our ability to channel, but also how to recognise how angels and how spirit talk to you. So clairaudience is, as Amy said, it's receiving messages through your hearing. So clairvoyance was through your sight. So actually the word clairaudient means clear hearing, so the ability to channel messages and spirit through your hearing. So sometimes we get confused with this, because it actually means, when we say audience, it means that the ability to hear messages very clearly. So these can be messages from outside, as in a real voice speaking to you. So I have had this clairaudience, and I would say many of you have had this and not recognised it. This is a common thing that we seem to talk about, really, is maybe not recognised it, because I don't know how, it's very, very common. This is, you're sitting there, you're dozing off, or you're just waking up, and somebody calls your name, and there's nobody in the room, but you know you heard somebody calling your name.
Yeah.
This is very often either your guide or your guardian angel. And when it's them, they very often are just testing to see, have you heard? So you may wake up, I'm sure I heard a voice, I'm positive I heard a voice, and they think, well, we got through. But more often than not, we just think, oh, it mustn't have been anything, it must have been my imagination, and you dismiss it. So this may have happened more than once, but it is a test. Sometimes it literally is a message, because all that they've managed to get through, and vibrationally it takes an awful lot of energy for them to use your name. Imagine the energy it takes for them to cross from spirit and say your name. So we may hear the name but not really understand that the message is next.
Hi, Doug.
So the way you will hear it is more than likely through mental. So in other words, you will start to hear the voices in your head. So this can sound very scary, and you may question, is this real? But actually the voice, when you first start getting messages clairaudiently, it comes in different ways. So the voice that you more often hear, more than not, is likely to at first sound like your own voice. So it comes through as thoughts, but it can be random, because you can hear your own voice in your head, and that's the trick. That's clairaudience, you hear your own voice. But like with clairvoyance, the thoughts and things that are coming through are weird and somewhat random. So here we go again, is you know, thinking about everyday things, blah blah blah, and then suddenly your inner voice comes through, is you need to phone somebody, and you hear it very clearly, and most likely just dismiss it and think, oh, you know, oh, it doesn't even hit home, because you're too busy thinking. And this is not about you not paying attention. Well, it is about you not paying attention, but it just means that you're not at that space where you're beginning to channel that inner voice. You're not channeling it yet. You're not recognizing it. So again, it's like, hang on a second, something just happened. Clear the passageway, clear everything. I think I'm having a voice or a thought is coming into my head. Home in on it. Get rid of all the forefront thoughts and just think, well, why sweep it away? What was that?
A random voice.
A random voice, which is your own, but the thought doesn't usually fit in with what you're thinking about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If the voice is telling you to do something bad, it is not channeling. It's not channeling, because spirit and angels will own. You will know. The thing is, you will know, because it will be what's the word? Intuitive. It will be very, very intuitive, and it will be something that benefits you in some way or benefits somebody else.
And it always feels good, really.
It feels good.
It?
That's
yeah.
it. It feels
good. Like comforting and supportive.
Very
supportive. Because I know a lot of people in the beginning, they can have a lot of fear around like starting to channel and you know what may come through and all of that stuff. And it really is like it's about protecting your energy, which we've gone into in previous videos. If you do want to, you know, and all of that, if you do want to have a look at them. But it always feels good. It always feels comforting and supportive. Yeah,
that's right. So this is more than likely how it begins. But once you start paying attention, you may start to recognise that there are other voices that you're hearing. So this can be one of the really common ways is if you've had somebody that you've lost and has gone to spirit, a loved one. You suddenly hear their voice in your head, but then you question, is this a memory or am I just imagining what they would say? But chances are it is not. It is actually them, and that is their way that they communicate with you telepathically, but it comes through as hearing their voice in some way. It can be anybody in spirit, but if they are coming through, it's usually initiated by your guide or your angels. They will allow them to come through. So like I said, it can come through as your own voice, but if during mediumship what I've learned is the messages used to come through all the time as my voice, and then I just know intuitively or be able to see that it's a male spirit or a female spirit, but it seemed to come through as my voice. The more I did this, the more it changed, and I am now able to decipher different voices and different, whether male, female, different accents as well. So when I'm doing mediumship, my accent might change. Let's say I'm speaking to somebody who is a bit posh from London. Not all posh in London, but my voice, so, you know,
sorry, London.
I'm just saying this because this actually happened.
Yeah.
And I could hear this beautiful grandma's voice, and she was rather upper class, not bank like us, you know. So I had to say it the way I was the way she was speaking to me. I've changed from a Scottish accent. You name it, my voice has
Scottish
changed.
accent.
It's gone low, it's gone high. I'm always in charge, but I'm beginning to. But I can now decipher spirits' voices, and actually I hear the voices now clearer than I see spirit. I get a glimpse of them, but more often than not, it's what they're able to tell me, and it's beautiful because I've said before. In mediumship, they do an awful lot of, you know, we said cats do a bit of window gazing and dogs do the same. I feel like from what I'm in mediumship, I feel like spirit does a bit of that as well. They come and they gaze at you, follow you around the house, and because they tell me things that you have been doing very recently, and they tell me all kinds of things, and people always say, wow, how did she know that? And I always say, I didn't know. She's telling me now. So that's how it works. But I am quite developed. My clairaudience is developed over a long period of time. But for many who are just starting off and beginning, because this is channeling when we're doing this. Oh, hang on. I've got an echo.
You need to turn the voice.
I've turned it off. I have an echo.
So Deb says, I was coming out of a nightmare last night and I heard a beautiful male voice that helped me wake up. Yeah, it was so real. I was looking all around my bedroom. Yeah.
So that for me would be your guardian angel being aware that you needed to come out of that dream as you were getting a bit lost and it was maybe affecting you physically and mentally. So that's your guardian angel waking you up and saying, come round, come on Debbie, let's have you awake. So, and this is what they do. So clairaudient is absolutely, it is fabulous. It really is. And when it works so well, it's amazing. But it's just about listening to what you're being told, those random thoughts that don't seem connected to anything. But it also, clairaudience can also come in different forms, like a song coming into your head, and you suddenly find there's a voice in your head singing the song, and then you start to sing it. And it's about, whoa, wait a second, why am I singing this song? I haven't heard this song for 30 years. I don't even like the song, but here I am singing this peculiar song. What are the words? Whatever the words are is literally the message. So we could hear it. Yeah, it comes through music. Clairaudience comes through music, but it can also come through hearing, this is going to sound strange really, but hearing noises. So you might suddenly get bird song coming into your head randomly, or the sound of the sea coming into your head. And again, it doesn't seem to come, it doesn't make sense of why you would be hearing this at that moment. But it could just be a tinkling of a bell. That's a very common one, by the way, with the angels, is that tinkling sound, the chiming of bells. Again, is she listening? Tinkle, tinkle. Does she react?
The only time that I've ever had that, and it's one of the most profound things that ever happened in my life, was when I went and started doing my yoga teacher training in Ibiza. It was the very first time I had a sound bath, right, and it was years ago, with like the bowls and everything. And it was only a small group in a small room, and they were coming right up to us, and they had everything, right? So the crystal bowls, the Tibetan ones, all the different like little things you can get and that. And remember, they were coming right up to me with all these different things. And that night, oh my God, it was like I was so connected to everything. And I was clairvoyantly seeing monks around the building. But then I was hearing hearing bells as well, like beautiful tinkling bells. But I knew it was like an activation from that sound bath. So I think that sound baths definitely
they activate
clairaudient abilities.
Yes, they do, massively. It's important. Music can activate it, because we've done talk in different ways, you know, to help it to come on is listening intensely to different things, whether it's music, whether it's bird songs, just listening to sounds.
Oh yeah, birds.
And again, it's about looking at all the different layers of the sounds. So if you're going for a walk somewhere, is what can I hear? I can hear the traffic, and then go under all the different layers. Now what can I hear? Can I hear bird? Can I hear people? So it's really intensely listening. Because a lot of the time is we're not actually listening to anything. We're so in our head that our brain has learned to not listen. So it's important just to take that quiet time out and to really listen. And meditation always, but as I've talked about before, is not everybody can meditate.
I mean, I think everyone can, but it takes discipline, like I said.
Yeah, it takes discipline.
Because I used to say that, but it's not actually true. It's like it takes time and discipline to actually
get to that point.
Yeah, to like enjoy it, let's say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but there are other ways to meditate rather than, you know, here's my time to meditate, here's my candle, I've closed the curtains and then go into a meditation. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But just taking 10 minutes out of closing your eyes is meditation.
Yeah.
It's just really going into your head, really, and then getting rid of everything that's in your head. And almost waiting in expectation to either I'm going to see something or I'm going to hear something. And if you don't, that's fine. It's just keep doing it and keep doing it, and it will help you clairaudiently.
You've got, like with all this stuff, I always say it's very intentional, and there is a discipline to it, and there is like an element of focus to it, even though it's like a letting go and allowing, which is like I've lost my words because I've just been in a VQ8 session for like 4 hours or something. So like it was a beautiful session, but like then I've just gone into this. But like it's a contradiction almost, right? But it's like you're focusing, but you're allowing at the same time. You're saying, right, now I am going to receive information, but then you're allowing that information, and you're not sat there going, where's the information? It's not here yet, nothing's happening. You're like, no, it's all happening perfectly. It's now all unfolding exactly as it's meant to. You know, working with affirmations, I really believe in the power of affirmations with all of this stuff, and that you can just affirm to yourself, I am profoundly clairaudient. I easily hear information, you know, whatever comes through is in my highest good. I trust in the information that I'm receiving. Because again, there can be quite a lot of fear around this, because people are like, well, you know, because there's that whole thing that we condition with our sight, say, oh, you're just hearing the voices in your head, right? And it's not like that. Like, I've never had anything scary like happen. Now it very much does feel like someone's literally talking to me in my head and they're saying, here's this thing, and like blah blah blah. Like, but a lot of the time it's more like I'm receiving messages of like support almost, and like they say things like, you know, we're proud of you, and like, I think again though, opening your channel, it's more like, yeah, probably my primary clair sense is clairaudience, and then it's clairvoyance, but it's clear feeling as well. So I don't know, it's like a combination of all of them. But I worked in a call centre for like 16 years, so I had to listen really, really, really intensely to people all day, every day. And like when you do that, it really builds your clairaudience as well. So you'll find your primary clair is the one that you're most using in your day-to-day physical life, right? So if you want to develop any clair sense, it's working on it in the physical sense as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just share something that happened this week with me, because I have a greenhouse outside, so I can often be found. When I've gone missing, they've learnt to come and look in the greenhouse. Oh, Mum's gone missing. But that's my little space now, where I put a chair, I put 2 or 3 chairs out if I can, and we have a conversation. So from the outside it looks like because I talk physically. Yeah. Because I talk to them all the time in my head, but something about talking to them physically, but you need a quiet space to do that. So put a chair out for my guardian angel and a chair out for my spirit guide. I say, right guys, it's time we had a chat. So I've had some really good talks with them this week. And one thing that my guardian angels said this specifically is, is that right? So I wanted to know about numbers and how numbers work, because I'm always questioning this. Many of us have heard of the synchronicity, 11, 11, 22, 22, and what we tend to do is get the Google out and look at Doreen Virtue said it means this, this and this, but we quite often are missing the message. Yeah. Because it's why have they sent you that? It's either just happened and that's a confirmation, or it's about to happen. So I asked them, I felt like I was missing something about the numbers. So I just said, look, can you talk to me about these numbers? Because I'm experiencing an awful lot at the moment. An awful lot. Is there something I don't understand? So you've probably heard me talking about the silent ones. Those are people who have a specific purpose on earth but don't really know what it is. It might not be that they have to be a practitioner, but they're deeply spiritual and often very connected. But what they are here for is to connect with the angels for the purpose of bettering the earth, healing the earth, and helping us all to connect. So the angels call these lovely spirits the quiet ones. So they said to me, these numbers, they said, we know that lots of people now have become interested in the numbers and are receiving them, and we're so grateful for it. But there's one thing that people don't understand is they quite often are time connected. So 11, 11, 22, 22. One reason you need to question this for yourself, because I know that this relates to me. One reason I'm receiving these is this actually is the time that they want me to connect. And I sort of smack my head like this, oh my gosh, because it's so, when you think of it in those terms, it's really not complicated at all. If you're continually seeing 11, 11, then make time at 11, 11, if you can, to spend 2 or 3 minutes just sending out a thought of healing the planet. And if so many people began to understand, because I actually felt when they told me this, that this was bigger than, it sounds so simple, but it was a lot bigger than than this. It's massive. If lots and lots of people learnt this, then how many people would be connecting at 11 minutes past 11 just at the same time? And this can be AM or PM. But if we started to understand that actually this is the time to connect with the angels, we can just connect and say, what is it you want me to do? Just close your eyes and intentionally send healing out, whether it's to the planet, to somebody you know, but it's the time of healing. That's what they want you to do. It's connection time. So this has never ever occurred to me in all these years. I have not been told this. And I'm disturbed this week by numbers. One of the biggest numbers is 2222.
Yeah.
So this can be 2:22, they want us to connect, or 22 minutes past, what would that be, 10? Have I got to put it right? Not good at now. 2222. So if you do receive these numbers, ask your guardian angel, is this what you are supposed to do? Is this an actual time to connect? Because when they said it, I was astonished how easy and simple it was, and how complicated we have made it. When actually this is very much what it means. It is the time for you to connect with your angels. It's given by the angels, your guides as well, but it is they really are angel numbers, and they're out there circling the earth, sending out healing to the earth. And if we're all connected at 11:11, wow. So this is quite a profound message. It's really simple, but it is a profound message. It is no more, they said to me, it is no more or no less than time. So I was quite, so that it is a message, it might mean something else, but actually the main meaning is for you to connect. So I was astonished, absolutely astonished. And I just said thank you, but I knew that I'd received something quite profound here. So I'll share that with you today, and I will share it many times over. But if you need confirmation about this, is find your quiet space and ask the angels, especially those who are one of the quiet ones. That's the time when you're supposed to connect with the angels, and then they will tell you why. Clairaudiently, they may ask you at different times, but you will know, because they will use the word now, and you will understand it. You will understand, you will know exactly what it is you're supposed to do. It doesn't take hours. It's just close your eyes and just think about God, the divine. Think about your own divine self, your own spark. Unite with your angels, your higher self, your guides, and send that love out. It literally is. It's a message of love and hope for the whole world.
Nice.
So I received this clairaudiently.
Okay, nice. Beautiful,
Okay.
Mum. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you want to connect with us further, all the previous ones are on YouTube, and we're going to keep uploading them onto YouTube each week. Again, if you do want to book a quantum hypnosis session with myself, there is an offer on till Friday the 1st. We are running Angelic Reiki Attunement workshops. You can message me about those. And we are at a Mind Body Spirit event on June the 9th if you would love to connect with us there. That's at Radcliffe, for those that are local to Manchester. And my mum does offer readings and mediumship.
So if you feel you would like to talk to your loved ones in spirit, then contact me and we'll arrange a sitting / tarot reading. If you want to learn tarot, contact me. If you want to enhance your mediumship, contact me, because I do teach these things as well as Angelic Reiki. So that's pretty much what we've got to say today. So we'd love to have to look at the comments, and
yeah,
feel free to get in touch with us. We always love to hear from people. Okay.
All right, take care. And we're here now Tuesdays at 5. If you've benefited from this in any way, please do share it with anyone else.
Just press the like button. That's all you need to do.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah.
All right, take care. Thanks for watching.